Good day, everybody. Today we're going to look at lesson plan number 16, grade 1, term 2. The topic is recognize numbers 11 to 19. Please make sure the focus is on the recognition on it and not the understanding. In later lessons, we will focus more on the understanding of it. Here you can scroll then and you can see what's the link with the CAPS document. And then what we're going to do here at resources, you can pause so you can have a look at what you need for this lesson. And then the dictionary, what is a number, just again for yourself for background knowledge. So let's then start the lesson with our daily routine. So the daily routine, we're going to ask questions again, or you can go and download this plugin from our website, www.sateacherestore.co.za. So let's quickly ask the questions. Do we have any birthdays today? What is the date? What day is it? What is the time? Describe the weather outside. What will you wear in this weather? Let's quickly stand up. Show me up, down, left, right. Again, left, right, down, up. Again, up, down, left, right. And then lastly, who's absent today? Let's go to counting. So counting, we're going to work between the number range 0 to 20. We're still going to look at comparing numbers, and we're going to look at numbers between two numbers. What we're going to do is we're going to ask which number is, for example, between 14 and 17. If they only answer one or give one number, we're going to say, is that the only number? If they gave both the numbers, we can always start asking them, is 16 bigger than 17 or 17 bigger than 15? So what we're going to do is we also compare numbers. So what I want you to do is to pause at the stage and then to ask the similar questions to the child or the learner. Welcome back. What I also want you to remember is on the daily counting that we need to count physical objects. You can also use our plugin that is available from our website. Let's go then to mental mathematics. So mental mathematics, we're going to work between the number range 0 and 10, and we're going to ask the question, which number is 3 more than 2? So the number that is 3 more than 2 is 5. I want you to pause here now and then ask your child these questions orally. Welcome back. Just going to open up to reveal the answers, and you can quickly check if you were correct. So let's then carry on with the lesson. So in this lesson, like I said, is we will recognize the numbers 11 to 19. So the first thing is I want you to write down these numbers on the board or on a piece of paper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to read the numbers, but while we're reading it, we're going to point to each of them. Do this one number at a time. Don't write them all down. So one number at a time. Then we do the same with the other numbers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write, say, 5 numbers on the board. We're going to point to one number, and then we're going to ask them what's before 14 and what is after 14. I want you to pause now and then do these activities. You can also download SA Teacher these posters electronically, or you can just use them from here. or you can make your own. It's always nice to make it your own. And while you're doing it and you're at home, let your child sit with you so you can explain what you're doing. For teachers, this you can make part of your preparation. What's very important that we need to know is that the learners need to know the number names. So it's the words only up to 10, but the number symbols we need to know up to 20. So in the next activity, what you're going to do is I want you to give the learners magazine, newspapers, advertisements. If you don't have, just write numbers on pieces of papers, and you then ask them to find it. You can even make this a little treasure hunt, and ask them to find these numbers. Um, then ask them to make oral sentences with these words. So, where we use these words in daily life. For instance, there are 11 marbles on the floor. Let's then go to the different levels. So, what is a very nice activity and what you can do then outside is that you pack out these or you write these number symbols in the sand. In previous activities, what we did is we formed it by packing it out of little stones. But what you can also do, you can also, if you have chalk, or at the school, if you have chalk, go outside and write these numbers big so that all can see it. Now, what we can do is you can use the number symbol and bead cards. So I'm just going to take it, show you up to here. And what you can do is you can then place them or you can shuffle them, and then you're going to place them down as you count. Um, and then you're going to shuffle it again, and you can ask the learners and the children to place them in the correct order. Remember, here what we have is we have then a mix of the abstract and the representative level. I again want to emphasize that we need to note that our learners only need to recognize and read the number symbols and not write the number words. This point as well is we added 20 as an extra to use it as an introduction to the next lesson. So then you could do the problem solving. Remember, if the problem's standing here, we recommend that you do it concretely. And here, what we can do it with different drawings. Then we time for the worksheet. So the worksheet asks us then to go and find numbers again from newspapers, magazines, maybe the ones that you found in the previous activity, and then we need to cut and stick it on here. You don't have to cut it out perfectly on the lines. You can just cut it roughly out and stick it on here. So we build our own number sheet here. Um, then we're going to trace the numbers from 10 to 19. And then what you can do is you're going to cut out these, and then you're going to stick them in the correct order on the number line. And then lastly, we already dealt with the problem solving. You're going to do the consolidation. So every time when you click yes, or if you ticked everything yes, we're going to carry on with the next lesson. If you have some no's, you need to revisit certain concepts, or you need to contact us at SA Teacher.